So another day, same hat, same t-shirt, but I found a tree. So it's a different backdrop. Um, and I've been talking to people who work in the retail trade. I used to be in the retail trade and also customer service trade. And the thing that always sticks in my mind about customer service is we all look at the worst customer we've ever had and the biggest complainer, or the worst complaint we've ever had. And our first thought is it comes from the ego. We first thought is you're wrong. It can't be. We're doing the best we can, and there's always that kind of initial reaction that's human. Um, but from a customer service point of view, we can turn that customer into our best customer by looking after them. And there are lots of tricks. I'm sure there are lots of people who work in the retail industry. Um, so look, lots of tricks of the trade, like give them a freebie, give them a discount. You don't have to necessarily give a full refund or backtrack on what you're doing. You can still be right, but come to some kind of agreement. And by doing that and coming, calming the situation and talking to the customer, you can then turn that customer into somebody who will always come back because they remember that you treated them with respect and you helped them out. But there's another point to the worst customers and the complaining customers and the moaning customers, that if we take a step back and come out of our ego and actually listen to what that customer is saying, they can give you some of the best advice and information about how you can make your business or department or whatever it is, how you can improve it. Because we all like to think that if we're the manager or a supervisor or a shop worker or whatever, that we're giving the best that we possibly can, customer service wise. But there'll always be something that could be improved, or maybe there's a weakness in that department, and your worst customer will find it. So when they're complaining about an experience that they've had with your business, then by turning that business around, you've not only made a customer into a good customer who will come back and will trust and respect you, but you're also taking account of the fact that they've highlighted something in your business or your department that needs looking at. Because it could be, let's be honest, it could be it's just a moaning customer, but it could also be that that customer's picked something out that you need to address. Because if you don't address it, other customers are going to have bad situations, and we know a lot of people don't complain; they just move away. So they'll go and shop somewhere else, or they'll lose all faith in you. Um, so you've lost a customer; they've gone because you didn't take heed, and you've lost many more who just wouldn't complain. At the moment, we're going through this coronavirus situation and lockdowns and all the rest of it, and there's information being thrown around from all different sources. Um, we get the mainstream media information, which obviously is put out to the nation through the major networks. There's information on the internet, which again comes from different situations. And there's also, well, we used to have the bloke in the pub. So if you go in any pub, there's always a bloke in a pub who will give you his view of the world on life. Um, and really, what we've got to do is we've got to treat information that we don't like as our worst customer. And before we discard it and chuck it in the bin, before the ego just puts this shield up and says, no, not listening, what we've got to do is say, hang on a minute, where's that information coming from? And is it highlighting something in me where I'm missing the point? Okay? As people, we're not perfect, and we never will be. We're perfect for in the situation that we're in at this time, but we're all in a transition all through our lives and through our spiritual lives. When we move on to spirit, we're permanently in transition. And sometimes the person who's telling you the hard, factual truth about you isn't your worst nightmare. they're actually pointing something out that maybe if I listened and thought about it, maybe I could put that to good use. And maybe it's something that I just hadn't thought of before, and I'll keep my eye on it. Now, it might be something where you go away and think, no, actually, you're the problem, not me. Yeah, that's fine, because, the world is full of people like that. But never discard it. Always look at it and say, right, I've just been given some information about something. How can I use that to improve myself, whether it's physical, whether it's mental, whether it's spiritual? So your worst customer quite often is giving you the best piece of advice, whether you like it or not, that will help you to move forward.